Hello, and welcome back to my backyard, my dude. You guys have been waiting for this video for like a year. I am so excited to do this video. It'll kind of be like the end of the whole my elf ear pointing video. I'll probably do like a 5-year update, but that is like a long time away. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you the 1-year update. I'm gonna explain some things before we start. First off, yes, these are permanent elf ears that I got done by Samppa voncyborg and his wonderful lady, and I'm super happy with them. And you guys have seen my other videos of me getting my ears done, the vlog about it, the 1-month update. You guys have seen those videos. I've done Q&As in those videos, but I'm gonna do overall everything in this one. I'm not gonna go in extreme detail for like the beginning section because I already have like videos like on that subject. So my ears are pointed, not folded or any other terms. They are pointed, meaning that I had my helix, the outer rim of my ear, removed from the base of my ear. The base of my ear was shaped, and then my helix was reattached. That is the whole process, and I got it done by Samppa once again. Definitely go check them out. A little extra news, since some people know who they are already. They actually have a website now for body mod enthusiasts. So that means scarification, tongue splitting, getting your ears pointed, suspension, anything like that. If you're interested in learning more or just being more involved in the community and learning, I will definitely point you down to the website below, and also it'll be in the description. I have my own account and I love that. Like, it's pretty nice. I love that they made an account to bring like everything together and make everyone a lot more knowledgeable and able to talk to each other about certain topics. Another thing that I want to point out before I start this video, and this is a very, very important part. One, I am not the artist that is doing the work right here, so if you have any questions that are like, can they do this to my ear looks like this, don't give me questions like that. Definitely go to them. If it's anything about pricing, go to them. If it's anything about certain aftercare details, like I have this medical condition, do you think it'll work out with this? Go to them, and they are the artists. They have been doing this for years and years, like seriously, like years on years on years. Not me, okay? Not me. All you have to do is just take a picture of your ear, send them an email, tell them what you're interested in, and they can help you with everything. Like the first email that they give you is all of the information. So they'll most likely answer those questions for you there, but I can't answer everything, and they're the professionals. I'm just giving you my personal experience with having my ears pointed and what I did and some tips and tricks from the healing experience that I can give to you. That is what this video is for. I can answer some of the Q&A, which I have some questions, but please, if you have any questions, just reach Samppa. Like, they're there to help. It's their job to be there for you. So yes, okay, now that that's out of the way, let's just get into the video. I wanted my ears pointed, and I knew that Samppa was the OG era dude. I don't trust anybody else really with any work, so Samppa is the only artist that I recommend, and he's a traveling artist, so no matter where you live, he can probably make his way to you. But let's go ahead and start with the beginning. I emailed him, he gave me all the information and the information that I needed for my own questions. Anything that I had medical, anything that I had price or location or aftercare, he gave me all of the information. I was super nervous, not only for meeting Samppa and Anita, because they are just like, they're so nice to meet. They're really, really great people, especially for the community. But just to sit down and get my ears done, I don't know, I was really nervous, but they always checked on me. They were super great. They were straightforward with me when it came to aftercare. After I got my ears done, I was really, really happy, and you could tell that like all that pressure was like taken off their shoulders. They're like, oh, okay, that's done. You can tell that they take their work very, very serious, and I'm so glad that they do that because this is a very serious thing. It's permanent. it's to your body. Then came the aftercare. I just took care of it just like any other wound. I would just clean it in the shower. I wouldn't really like rub soap on it or anything. I would just run it under the water, soak it, let it scab up, let the scabs naturally fall off. And for the swelling and bruising, like I said in my other video, this is what I used. This is arnica for bruising, and this one is gel. Yes, this is a gel. I recommend the gel over the oral arnica. I feel like the oral doesn't really, like, it's not concentrated on one spot. It's just kind of like seeking where to do it. Gel is like on spot, but it's not on the wound. It never goes on the wound, but like around it. This got rid of bruising like within 4 days, if I remember. I don't know, it was a really long time ago, but if I remember correctly, it was like 4 days of bruising, and then it was completely gone, and then all I had to do was some swelling, and that was basically it. Then from there on, I was sleeping with this magical pillow. This is an airplane pillow. Hello, this would probably be your best friend in the world. You can wash it, you can sleep on it, you can bring it anywhere. You can bring it to tattoo sessions, you can bring it to your boyfriend's house, because you're not gonna be like if you have a partner, you're gonna want to keep them away from these ears. But basically, you put your ear in this home bitch. So when you sleep, nothing is coming in contact with your ear. You're not touching your ear, and your ear is not touching you. That is nasty for both ways. You don't want the wound getting any shit in it, and you don't want the wound getting on anything else. So you just want to keep it really clean. You want to keep it safe away from dogs, cats, pets, hairspray, hair dyes, anything like that. Clearly, it's a freaking wound. You don't want to rub your dog on your ears and just be like, it'll heal fine. It will not. Take care of it, and I did that for months and months and months. It takes a year for them to heal, so you have to baby them and baby them so much. But I would say around the 3-month mark, nothing really changed. You clean it, you take care of it, you protect it, and you sleep with this for all the way to like 5 or 6 months. Some people said around the 6-month area is when they were able to stop sleeping with this. I was paranoid as fuck. I waited until like 8 months until I let go of this. It was because I forgot to bring this to a tattoo session, and that's when I realized that my ear is actually okay for me to put some pressure on and sleep. But some days, like around the 9-month area, whenever I would sleep on my ear, if I felt it feel like a little bit sore, or maybe I need to take care of it or baby it a little bit more, I would always go back to this. If it is irritated, I always went back to this. Take care of your ears. I started sleeping normally, and it was nice. I finally went back to a pillow around 10 months, and I would say like after 10 months, I've always slept with like a pillow now. I haven't gone back to this at all after like hitting the 10-month mark. For putting my ear like on someone's shoulder, for whether it was like a hug or cuddling or just sleeping with them, I wouldn't really trust it, but I would say around the 10-month area is when I felt okay putting my ear on Alex. So I would recommend just like slowly getting yourself into like sleeping without this. I wouldn't just be like, hey, it's 6 months, I'm bad. Like, slowly get away from this pillow. And then I hit the 11-month mark. That was a month ago. That's when I realized that I can feel everything. It was probably because I never really touched my ears until the 11-month mark. I would probably say around, it's probably like the 7-month mark that I could feel everything, but I never really touched my ears. It's not something that you need to do that often. I know the last time I updated you guys was the 1-month mark. I was like, I can't really feel anything where they like cut. And then it went, I can feel where they cut, but just not the tip of the ear. But now I can feel just the tip. So I can feel everything. I can poke it. I can boop it. I can tell when other people are poking it. I can feel everything now. Everything's back to normal. And overall, that is the complete healing process and experience for me. Nothing crazy happened because I was really paranoid. There was a time where I hugged someone and it was like kind of fresh around the 4 or 5 month mark, and it hurt for like 2 days, but I babied it and it was fine. I don't know, there's not too much going on. It's just like healing a wound for a year straight, and then it's just normal. I am gonna answer some questions because since this is a body mod related, you guys probably have some other body mods that you want to ask about that probably can't work with this or can work with it. Because I will say now, I have said this before, you cannot pierce the area that they work on. But let's say you want to do the flat, you can do the flat. You want to do your conch, you can do your conch. You can make it look like it is pierced on the helix, but it's not. You know what I mean? So there is ways, there's like so many piercings that you can do on the ear to make it look like, you know, it's going completely through or around, mattering on like what kind of style you want. Another thing is bending the ears. This as much as I will bend it, I don't feel comfortable bending it, but then again, people don't bend their ears. I mean, like let's say you lay down, move your ear a little bit weird and it like kind of bends. That could happen, but overall, you shouldn't really be doing that, and I don't know, it doesn't really have an effect, but nobody bends their ears that much. So let's say you're getting a haircut, if they like, sometimes they'll like fold your ear forward to get back here, just let them know, bitch, don't touch my ear, don't fucking look in my ear, I don't even want you sniffing, like, I don't know. Just make sure they don't fuck with it, you know? Another thing that you can't do after is hair dye, bleaching, anything like that. You can't do it for a month, a whole month, which for me was kind of hard because I already had a color for like 2 months straight, and then I had to hit a 3-month mark and I was going insane, but I got through it. So if you're someone that changes their hair a lot, just do it before you get your ears done, and then you'll be happy for a month, and then you can change it again if you want to. Shampoos and conditioners don't belong in an open wound, so don't put it in there. Don't let it run in there. If you're like washing your hair, you need to like make sure it goes back, not forward, not to the side. You know, make sure your ears are being nice and taken care of. You don't want to be rolling around the dirt. Definitely stay away from like open waters, like lakes that are just filled with shit. You know what I mean? Like it's, for me, it's common sense to not do any of this. Like, just don't fuck with your ear. You don't want an infection. You just don't want any of that, because nothing can really be blamed on Samppa. Once they send you out, they know that you're good to go. Like, you're fucking good to go. It's on you from there on out for a whole year to baby the ears on how they're gonna end up and look. So make sure you really pay attention to their aftercare. The only thing I can think of like that's like totally random and weird would be that if I need to like put hair behind my ears, well, that wasn't really that much, but like if you need to put hair behind your ears, you don't have that much ear anymore because they cut it. You can kind of see like this part's falling off. You have less ear to put hair behind. Yeah, it's like a random little thing. It doesn't really matter too much. Other than that, my hearing is completely normal. None of it changes because I know if they say like if you cuff your hand around your ear or the shape of your ear, the way it's curved will change how things sound or make it better or worse. That doesn't really matter. It's such a small change that you wouldn't even be able to tell. So I let you guys ask me some questions on my Twitter, which my Twitter is down below. How is healing/cleaning process and sleeping? They're totally beautiful, and I feel like they'll be totally worth it. Thank you. Like I said, it's really easy, just being in the shower, being careful, arnica when you need it, and sleeping, honestly, okay, I'll be, so real talk, I hated sleeping for like at least 2 or 3 months. I hated it, and then once I hit the 4-month mark, it kind of felt good to sleep on this, and not only that, but I had a lot less back pain, so that's something to note, but it was like kind of a bitch to get used to sleeping on this. You found any cons that you're pointing outside of healing? Not really. If you plan to get your helix pierced and that is something you are dead set on, then I would guess that would be a problem for you, even though there's kind of a solution of just getting like the base of your ear pierced and then having it loop around, or, you know, there's piercings that you could play with to make it look like you have your helix pierced, but it's not actually pierced, or if you have a normal job that doesn't allow you to have body mods, even though it's really subtle, I don't know if that might be a problem. I don't really think so. It's just like a whole year of healing and babying, and then after that it's back to normal. But I wouldn't really say that there's any cons. I would just say if you really want it, then get it. I don't know. As with any body mod though. But this one is permanent, so just make sure you want it. Would you ever alter your ears a different way if you could? This is a common misconception. Oh god, it angers me. Okay, so this is with a lot of body mods. Piercings, tattoos, anything. You have your very own body that is like custom built. You got a custom built body, okay? Not everyone's ear is the same, you know? So let's say you see Samppa's work and you're like, wow, I really love those ears. That's exactly how I want them. You can't really go to him and be like, I want pinpoint details of, I want my ear like this and that, and just, you can't just do that, you know? You have to work with what you got, and not only that, but I know some people are like, well, I want both ears the same. I'm so lucky that my ears are pretty symmetrical. So they came out pretty symmetrical. But some people's ears will be different from each other. Some people have like wider flats or, you know, thinner, smaller ears. I would say like the smaller the ear, the less you can do with it. The bigger the ear, the more you could do with it. But like I said in the beginning of this video, definitely just send a picture to Samppa and he can tell you a little bit more about it. So you can't really be like, I want my ear like curved, like down curve or something, or I want it up and not out or down or this way. It's like, it's how your ear works and looks on how the result will be. Do you show your elf ears in public? And if you do people ever look at you weird? I get this question a shit ton. Or do people ask you in public about it? Do people bother you in public? Have you gotten bad remarks or anything like that? I'm always worried, like, is that really stopping you from getting the body mod that you want? Then I would probably just not get the body mod at all. Or I don't know, like, I don't think about what other people think when I do things to my own body. I don't know, just because I got my ears done doesn't mean I'm going to show it every day. Like I always say, just because I got a leg tattoo doesn't mean I'm not going to wear pants for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? It's for myself. I don't always show my ears. For this video, for the sake of this video, I am showing it. But no, people don't ask me about it. I've never gotten a rude remark. I don't know if it's because people don't want to approach me or they just, I don't know. I could care less if people want to say good or bad things about my ears. I am grateful that I haven't run into anyone bad, but even if they had something bad to say, it wouldn't like matter really. If you don't want to wear something or have something in public, then just don't get it. If that's truly like a problem that you see with it, I would just stay away from it. I don't know. I don't see it as a problem or something that I need to think about. But yeah, overall, no, I haven't had anyone ask me about it. Would you like to get them pierced or stretched now that they're healed? My ears are stretched still. I'm pretty slow when it comes to stretching, and that's just me. It gives me, like, if I'm not working on any, like, body mod project at the time, I'll just, like, slowly stretch my ear. It gives me something to do. It's not something I'm worried about. Taking time with stretching is a good thing, but piercing, I do have some other body mods that I want to do my ear, but it's nowhere related to this part, you know? So I feel like you're asking if I want to get my helix pierced or my industrial, and that's a no. What did you look for in an artist? And I feel like this is really important, and I want to answer this question. So far, out of all the artists that even like attempt doing this, because I don't even want to say that they did do it, or just attempting to do it, there was an artist out there that was just getting such bad rep. He would do work, and Samppa has been fixing his work forever. Like for such a long time he's been fixing his work. What I look for in an artist, I look at their portfolio, I look at reviews, what other people are saying, I look at healed results. I don't look at what it just looks like when they're like, okay, we did the ear, check it out. I want to see the healed results. So if they tag them, I look at the person, I check out their page, I look at how the ear seems, but not only that, but it matters how people take care of the ear as well on the results. So keep that in mind. But Samppa, he's had like a shit ton of experience with this work. He's been doing it for years. There's only one other artist I would say that would be okay to recommend. But Samppa is the one that I definitely recommend. Have they rounded out or lost some of their points? For me, not at all. I took care of them very well. And even if they do like start losing their shape, you can go back to Samppa and he can fix it for you. So that's not really a problem. Can you compare them to implants that result in a similar wear to pointy ear look? Okay, so the other types of ways to like point your ear are, it's kind of obvious to me how different they are. I feel like if you put an implant, it's not too noticeable from like a distance, but I feel like if you're, I would say like, like this far away from someone, I would be able to tell that they have like an implant on their ear. But that's just me, and I don't really know the healing process. I feel like the healing process and the cons of having an implant on the point of your ear would be a lot bigger. I don't know. That's just what I'm assuming, but I think that is everything. Once again, all the links are down below, and I think that's it. If you have any other questions, you can definitely ask me in the comments. So I hope you guys have an amazing day and journey, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Meow.